We campaign with the plan.
So wait. Did y'all hear that? This video is brought to you by Extreme Tees. Click on the link below. Make sure you put Kevin in the promo code and you'll get a 20% discount. Now, not everybody is interested in precious metals and IRAs and 401k rollovers. Some people are happily putting their whole life savings on the stock market. Some people are launching themselves into property investments. And some like the idea of cryptos and leverage investments. All that what looks like the top of the market. And what could possibly go wrong with that? I mean, with supply chain issues, inflation on the way, and unemployment climbing, it isn't at all a bit risky. No, not at all. Hey, and don't even get us started on that $25 trillion of debt. Now, if you've been thinking about investing safer so that you can retire comfortably and sleep at night, it might be time to talk to Noble Gold about the tax advantages and other pluses of those precious metal IRAs. Now, of course, you might just love uncertainty, but if you don't, this month, Noble Gold are giving away a free American, the beautiful, solid silver 5-ounce coin with any qualifying IRA you start. And all you got to do is call us at 877-646-5347 or visit our website at noblegoldinvestments.com. That is noblegoldinvestments.com. Now, well, I'm the kind of politician that never tells the truth. I only have one goal, getting you to the voter booth. I love Latinos, blacks, and Asians, but don't need to know their names. I'm Catholic, Muslim, Baptist, whatever, man. To me, they're all the same, cause I'm a panderer, yeah. Well, I'm a panderer, yeah. Well, I'm a panda bear. Ah, comment allez-vous, mon chéri? Vous êtes rebelle. Voulez-vous coucher avec moi ce soir? Huh? I guess those are French words. See, it doesn't matter when you're a Democrat because all you really are as a Democrat is a panderer. Yeah, a panderer. Yeah. See, Kamala Chameleon Harris went over to France and did what she does best, is adapt, because she's a chameleon. See, she activated that pander gene. All of that practice that was put in, a pandering, pander school, it all paid off. But it also blew up in her face. As she goes over there trying to, I don't know if she was being silly. I don't know if she's being serious. But with her, you never can tell. You don't know what's real and what ain't, what's live and what's Memorex. And she decides to come up with this really, really horrible French accent. I mean, of course, it wasn't offensive at all. I'm assuming people didn't know whether to laugh or to criticize, or they probably was all looking around like, are we supposed to laugh? Is she trying to be funny? We don't know. But let's go ahead and check it out. We don't want to be too harsh on Chameleon Kamala Harris, even though my gut tells me this is nothing more than another pander moment by her, which could be explaining why her polls are so low. So we're going to go ahead and take a deep dive into that. But let's start off with this pander moment and see what we can come up with.
This is in front of the world stage, our vice president. Listen to Pepe Le Pew. Check this out.
With us in government, we campaign with the plan.
Say it's in vain. Oh, hello there.
Uppercase T, uppercase P, the plan.
My name is Jean Girard. I have been following your career with great interest, Monsieur Bubby.
And then the environment is such that we're expected to defend the plan.
I can't understand a word you said the whole time.
Did you eat some peanut butter or something?
Yeah, you sound like a dog with peanut butter on the roof of your mouth.
Even when the first time we roll it out, there may be...
I think what you are hearing is my accent. I am French.
You say you're French?
Oui.
We? No, we are not French. We're American, because you're in America, okay? Greatest country on the planet.
Some glitches and it's time to read.
What is that? What is it?
Yes, I am over in France, and because I am amongst the French, I shall use a French accent. We are going to defend the plan. No? Sacre bleu, sacre bleu.
I'm surprised that she didn't go into Prince
I only knew her for a little while, but I had grown accustomed to her style. Vous chercherez mama, girls and boys.
What is that?
Zipline, zipline.
She sound like Tattoo off of a dang going Fantasy Island.
Boss, the plane.
That's not a French accent. They didn't help her out before she went over there. Now look, Kamala, if you're going to pander, make sure you sound somewhat similar to a French accent. But she didn't even try. So let's go ahead and continue and see where this all went.
Evaluate and then do it again.
Now you know why the Dinkins effect is here now. You're seeing that transformation now, less than 1 year into the Biden administration, where the media, Joy Reid, even people on CNN, Piers Morgan, who's a leftist, are all starting to say, this is a total disaster. You doubt me? Here's the Daily Mail, the David Dinkins moments here already. Daily Mail, Piers Morgan, longest headlines ever, Daily Mail. Biden doesn't stand a chance in 2024, and neither does the epically unpopular and useless Kamala. So unless Joe finds a new VP to succeed him, soon the Dems can kiss goodbye to the White House.
Now see, once again, like I said, making a fool out of yourself, trying to pander. It's built into the cake when it comes down to Democrats and the left. They have their pander moments. They don't really have their own identities. You don't know who you're talking to when you're talking to them. You don't know who the real person is. Will the real chameleon Kamala Harris please stand up? See, this is their style. This ain't new to the Democrats. I mean, check these clips out right here. We got Justin Trudeau. He had his pander moment.
I will never apologize for standing up for an LGBTQ2 plus kids' rights to not have to undergo conversion therapy.
When pandering goes wrong. Did y'all hear that, dude? Elemental P.
I will never stop fighting for the rights of the element HIJK elemental. Oh crap! What is it again? You told me to say. What's their name? Okay.
Yeah, threw him all off his rocker. Messed up in his pander moment. That was his big pander moment. I'm sure he rehearsed that crap several times and then fumbled the ball. Here's another one. Look at Joe. Pander moment when pandering goes wrong.
And I just want to tell you, I know you're a little younger than I am.
Yeah.
But, I've adopted the
What?
attitude of the great Negro at the time.
Great Negro.
Pitcher in the Negro Leagues went on to become a great pitcher in the pros.
See, I don't know how folks fall for this garbage, man. I mean, every single time they get up in front of an audience, they build in their speeches some type of way to pander towards a group of people, try to make themselves seem woke, and they end up making themselves look just like they are. Fake, see-through, superficial, and pandering towards folks, belittling our intelligence, bringing up black folks in applications where it's not needed, always trying to insert some type of victimized group into a speech that doesn't require it. That's what they do. So, hey, this ain't nothing new. Kamala's just doing what Kamala does. She's doing what all the Democrats do. They pander. So it got to be something else besides her pandering. Got to be something besides her pandering to the French that is causing those poll numbers to drop. So we're going to go ahead and check out maybe Jimmy Kimball's excuse of why her poll numbers are so low.
Well, after Kamala Harris's approval ratings dipped to a new all-time low for any modern vice president, Jimmy Kimmel gave his take during a monologue on Tuesday night. Let's watch.
I think I know why Kamala's ratings are low, besides sexism and racism, which are the obvious ones.
What?
It's because whenever she's next to Joe, standing near him, behind him, she looks like an assassin. She looks like Nebula next to Thanos, ready to, right? Especially with the...
Okay, so on one end, that is true. She does look like some type of spooky character standing next to Joe, but we all know why she's doing that, because she started off as Joe's babysitter. They knew Joe was not able to handle most situations, so she was there just in case he slipped and fell. However, that's not why her approval ratings are so low. 28%. You cannot write that off on racism. You cannot tell me that it's 28% because of sexism. So wait a minute then, Jimmy. What happened to all of those Democrat voters in California that did not even, vote for her to win her own state? Where were they? Was that all? Was that all sexism or racism? Did they take the poll only with conservative white nationalist Trump supporters? I believe some of those folks in that 28% probably were Democrats, moderates, people like that, just right in the middle. And my gut tells me that they're not basing that off of the fact that she's a woman, fact that she's black. It's probably because of what we've observed. That's why. And I'm so sick of the left constantly bubble wrapping these folks. They celebrate them when they be the first to do something. We got the first woman. We got the first midget. We got the first person that suffers from giganticism. We got the first pygmy. All of that mess. But then when criticism comes because they're doing horrible jobs, then it's because they're pygmy, because they're a woman, because they're transgender, because they're gay, because they're all of that stuff, versus because you're incompetent. So let's go ahead and see if we could go through some footage that might explain a little more why her ratings are at 28%. You talking about low? What? Can I go down low? How low can I go? They are low. And how much lower can it get? Well, let's check it out. What's this?
I have a motto, and drink no for breakfast.
That could do it. That could do it right there. First things first, I have no idea what she was talking about. That's the first thing. Second thing is when she gets nervous or whatever, that cackle right there is enough to send chills up anybody's spine. That's enough to chase off pretty much anybody who's even checking her. Could you imagine the first date? You go out with her, everything's going good. Yeah, so what do you like to do? And you crack a funny, and she goes, right then, I'm going, waiter, waitress, check please. I'm going to the restroom. I'll be right back. And climb out that window, tie some rolls of toilet paper together, and slide down a 9-story building just to escape that laugh. So that could be it. But you know what? We don't want to just stop at the laugh. There's some other things too. Here's Kamala, who apparently is trying to answer a question as maybe somebody of authority. This is her big chance to shine. We might be able to look at her in the capacity of perhaps a president and how she will respond to a serious situation like one that we're going through right now with the economy. So let's go ahead and try to give her another chance to win us back over.
The U.S. is experiencing record inflation, the worst in 30 years, way beyond expectations. OPEC didn't increase oil production. Can you tell us a little bit about how you would prevent the new spending in your Build Back Better agenda from exacerbating the problem? And also, what else are you going to do to fix this problem?
Go, give it to us, girl.
Okay, thank you. Okay. Well, let's start with this. Prices have gone up, and families and individuals are dealing with the realities of that bread costs more, that gas costs more.
Now, right there, she's not looking comfortable, y'all. She's looking like she's been blindsided. Right now, my gut tells me that she's just a prosecutor that happened to be black and a woman and part of a corrupt party like the Democrats. And they saw enough evil in her that they could use her to put her in there with Joe to fill a couple check boxes. But she has no experience dealing with any of these matters. See, she's a self-serving politician like most Democrats. So when it comes down to fixing problems, that's not what they're there to do. She doesn't even sound like she's trying to fix a problem or know how to fix a problem. She starts off with a pause and looks uncomfortable. Let's start here. There's a lot of problems and bread is high and all of that stuff. You're repeating what the lady asked. That's all you're doing. So let's see if we can flush out some questions, or is she trying to pivot, divert, confuse, all of those things? Let's see. Oh, what? That's the question. What are you
and we have to understand what that means.
Okay, let's see.
That's about the cost of living going up.
Yeah.
That's about having to stress and stretch limited resources.
Yeah, we know that. The question, what are you doing to fix inflation?
That's about a source of stress for families that is not only economic, but is on a daily level, something that is a heavy weight to carry. So it is something that we take very seriously.
So, if I'm getting this straight, just telling you that it's on your mind. See, that's, it's something we take serious. You're on my mind. I'm feeling high. I don't care about that. Just saying, oh, you was on my mind, but you never called me to check on me. Never stopped at the hospital. I'm not buying it, man. I want to see some productivity, especially if you are the backup quarterback and might have to go in. So let's see. Here we go. I'm sure she's going to get to it.
Very seriously.
Very seriously.
And we know from the history of this issue in the United States that when you see these prices go up.
Okay. She still haven't answered the question.
It has a direct impact on the quality of life for all people in our country.
Yeah.
So it's a big issue, and we take it seriously.
That's the third time she said that. Okay, but that's not the
And it is a priority, therefore. So we have addressed it in a number of ways. One of the issues that we know is related to this is the supply chain issue that we just discussed.
Okay, the supply chain issue that we just discussed. How are you fixing it? How are you dealing with that? See, you or Joe have no idea. Joe don't know. You don't know. Because, see, Joe's never ran a business. He's only been a politician that makes sure he takes and not give. He's never had to manage employees. None of these things matter to either one of these people. They don't know how real, regular citizens have to struggle. And the policies that they have created have caused that supply chain delay and problems with our supply chain. All of these things that they have done to contribute to where we're at now, all you got to do is reverse those. See, if she really wanted to go step by step, she would probably say, well, first things first, how about we get rid of all of these ridiculous mandates? And we also make sure that these employees don't have to walk off their job because they feel like they have no other choice rather to get the you-know-what versus leave their job. How about we get these people back to work by not just giving money out to them so it gives them incentive not to go back to work? How about we go ahead and get our oil back up and running, get our natural gases back up and running? Why don't we release our economy to boom, huh? How about we start leaving y'all alone over all this stupid stuff and trying to shove the Green New Deal down everybody's throat, trying to make sure folks get the you-know-what? All of these things are stifling the growth of our economy. So basically, she's a sum total, or at least a part of it, of the sum total of why the economy is in trouble. See, but she still never answered the question. So here we go. Here we go. Yeah, what are you going to do?
And so on a domestic level, in terms of domestic policy, one of the approaches we have taken is to work with labor unions and to work with municipalities in opening back up and extending the hours of our ports.
There you go. So more hours to the ports, working with labor unions and all of that stuff. How's that going to fix anything? I mean, my point is this. If you already got a labor shortage, just increasing the hours doesn't mean you increase the manpower, huh? See, so if folks are quitting jobs, walking off of jobs, feeling like they got forced off jobs, all of those things, if you got all these restrictions and mandates on them, then that's still not going to fix the problem. Just because you're going to go and talk to the darn union and all of them stuff, all of these folks, that don't mean anything. You're not dealing with the source of the problem, which is you. Just like her and Joe never dealt with the source of the immigration problem, which really, to deal with that, instead of going all the way down there to South America, just grab you a big old fat mirror and go like this. Hey, there's the problem right in front. Look, it's in front of my face. Right in that mirror is the problem. But no, she's talking about going all around that mulberry bush. Let's see if she ever finds the real problem. Here we go.
But there is also a point that is important to make on the Build Back Better framework.
What?
One,
what?
It is designed to make it less expensive for working people to live.
How do we know that? It's designed to do that. Has it done it yet? I mean, frankly, when I look at all of the elements in that Build Back Better program, it looks like it's going to put a lot of people out of work. That's what it looks like. That's what it's going to do. And increase, of course, government spending, put us in more debt, encourage a lot of folks to be more, codependent on the government. Yeah. And change our economy all around to try to put in all of these new Green Deal issues and stuff like that. I don't see that working. So you're just going to say it and want us to believe it. Kind of like how this whole thing is going to bring more jobs. So all of those people who's losing their jobs on the pipeline and in the coal mine and stuff, they can go and learn the code.
It was specifically designed to bring down the costs.
But see, she never answered the question.
And Build Back Better is not going to cost anything. We're paying for it.
What?
So that is a big part of our agenda. And I think it's important to also stress that it's not going to cost anything for the American taxpayer.
Did y'all hear those lies? It ain't gonna cost nothing. I mean, who do you think you're talking to? Boo Boo the fool? Talking about, our Build Back Better program is designed to do this. Forget that. You know what we want to know? What have you done for me lately? Yeah. Nothing. They have done nothing for us lately. But you know what? Let's not just stop right here. She does look very uncomfortable and unknowledgeable about what to do and how to fix this issue. But maybe there's some other footage we're missing. Let's move on.
Let's go to the US and check in with the Veep,
I love
the
this
woman
lady.
who has been put in charge of the border crisis. It's a gargantuan task.
She
The
did. She
Biden
fumbled the ball on
administration has
that.
completely lost control of the country's southern border, where more than 200,000 people a month have been crossing illegally. And that's just the ones authorities encounter. So what's the vice president doing to address this catastrophe? Kamala, where you at?
I just love the idea of exploring the unknown. And then there's other things that we just haven't figured out or discovered yet. To think about so much that's out there that we still have to learn. Like, I love that. I love that. And so I'm very excited about the Space Council. We're going to learn so much.
So much.
As we increasingly, I think, are curious and interested in the potential for the discoveries and the work we can do in space. So that's one of the things I'm most excited about.
Really? That's what you're most excited about? Please tell me more, Kamala.
You guys are going to see, you're going to literally see the craters on the moon with your own eyes.
My own eyes?
With your own eyes.
My
I'm
own
telling
eyes.
you, it is going to be unbelievable.
No, what we see is those poll numbers drop to the lowest of all times. And that is unbelievable. This is what you get when you elevate folks, not because of their competency, not because of their knowledge or experience, none of that. All because of identity politics. This is what you get. At the end of the day, even as gullible as American citizens are, at some point, when things get tough and they start saying, it started off kind of cool and all, and we had the first black female vice president and all, but nothing's getting done. See? So you could only fake the funk so long. You could only fake it till you make it so long before you get exposed. And she got exposed. People should have known this, that she was fake right off grip. When she got out there against Joe Biden, called him a full-blown racist and a segregationist, and then flipped the script and decided I'm going to work with him. Swept all of that racism up under the rug, I guess, to go ahead and work with him. That was interesting. They should have known that she's a flip-flopper / hypocrite / chameleon / raggedy politician when Kelsey, I think Galbraith or whatever her name is, exposed her about how she used to treat, people out in California, black folks that she claimed she loved. They should have known she was raggedy when she went on That Black Show talking about smoking weed and then gonna try to pander towards black folks, of course. Yeah, I used to listen to all kind of music. I'm saying Tupac, Biggie, Snoop Dogg, all that. Come to find out, those dudes hadn't even released the album yet. People should have known, but they blew right through all of those red flags, stuck her tail in there, and now she's a vice president for nothing. No record, no productivity, no results. Our border czar done went in hiding and showed up with some fake kids. Didn't even film this in America. Went over to Canada to film it. Interesting. So if you want to find out why her poll numbers have dropped, you don't need to look at no racism. You don't need to look at sexism. What you need to do, Jimmy Kimmel and others, is look right at these clips. Look right at Chameleon Kamala Harris, because she is the sum total of those raggedy poll numbers. Now, God bless you. God bless America with our vice president for nothing. See y'all next time in Kevin's Corner. Take care. Now, God bless y'all. Don't forget to hit that like button, share my videos. Also, don't forget to donate if you like Kevin's Corner. There are links in the bottom of this video. Check out Extreme Teas, my sponsor. If you like the products, put Kevin in the promo code. You'll get a 20% discount. And what else? Oh, find me on Rumble in the Jungle. All right, God bless you all next time in Kevin's Corner. Take care.